How's it, guys? It's Jared again. Welcome back to the vlog. I just want to take this time and opportunity to wish everybody a happy new year and all the best for the new year. And I pray that God helps you to reach and meet every one of your goals. Um, Today's vlog is going to be focused on perfection, the enemy of progress. And I've actually used that for a very long time in my life as a crutch, and I actually wanted to speak about that and what I'm actually doing to try and overcome that. So over the years, I've actually learned that I've used perfection as a mask for my insecurities and fear and anxiety and stuff like that, and I've actually allowed that to affect how I think, and it's really affected my mind and distorted the image I have of myself as a man. I want to go back, say, plus minus 20 years and tell you a story about this church that I was playing in, and the worship leader at that time wasn't the kindest of people, and he was very vocal whenever you made a mistake. And I remember playing in the Sunday morning service and him like just stopping the service whenever we played anything wrong and stuff like that, and that like it really like took a toll on your confidence and the image you had of yourself as a musician. And he really never knew how to communicate to the rest of the musicians as to what he wanted. And with me, that was a big struggle because he didn't know exactly how he wanted me to play and what he wanted me to do within the song, or at least he didn't know how to relay that information to me. And obviously at that point I wasn't as far along in the journey of drumming as I am now, so even my skill set as well wasn't that wide. I was still going through a lot of stuff as a drummer and learning a whole lot of stuff as well. And this worship leader, he tried everything in the book to actually try to get rid of me and wanted me to leave the band. And I knew that this is what he wanted to do, so I was actually trying to be spiteful, and I just stuck it out, and I always came up with other excuses to actually be in the band. Until at one point, he actually called me in for a meeting, and he said to me, "Look, you know what, Jared, I believe that drumming is not your ministry, and you should actually think of maybe working in another ministry within the church." And I mean, I can remember leaving that meeting with tears in my eyes, because drumming is all I ever wanted to do. I mean, imagine somebody telling you that you're not good at something, but that's the thing that you see yourself doing in the future, or that's something that you want to be involved with. And that took a toll on me, and so that's why I actually stayed away from drums for 2 years. That really stuck with me, and it really affected the way I thought about myself and the way I approached situations and how I perceive myself as a man, and it really affected me, and it really stopped me from doing the things that I wanted to do and being with the people that I wanted to be with. I would actually push people away because of that, not knowing as well, not knowing that I was pushing people away. And then, I always had a fear of failing, so because of what had happened to me in the past, whenever I tried something, I was never really good at it, and I didn't want to fail at anything, so it was actually easier for me to stay in my comfort zone and not actually worry about going out and trying something and failing. So it was safer for me not to even try. And with these vlogs and the drum covers and the drum lessons that I'm posting online now on YouTube and stuff like that, it's really helping me to come out of that comfort zone and really challenge my musicality and challenge my skill set as a drummer. fast forward again to 2020, and looking at this next play along that I'll be releasing this week. This play along is like one of the hardest musical pieces that I've ever worked on. I mean, it's challenging me like to the max. Where at one point when I actually started practicing the song from last year, and I just didn't have the speed for it. I didn't have the chops. I didn't have the musicality. And the amazing part is that this entire song, or this entire drum play along, is only a minute long, and it's been taking me a good couple of months for me to actually get it down. And but I knew I had to work on it. So working on it is not perfection, but it's a step in the right direction in terms of progress. So that's what I'm worried about now. I'm not worried about perfection as much, but I'm more worried about progress and being a better version of myself than I was last week or 2 days ago or 3 days ago. Maybe this can help you as well. So the question that I asked myself was, how did I do it? And then I would ask another question to that question is, how do you eat an elephant? And yes, as you guessed it, it's right. You eat it one piece at a time. So the easiest way for me to explain this is that instead of looking at the situation, the complexities of the situation, or the complexity of the song, rather break it down into different sections. So I broke the song into different sections, and I just worked on that part over and over again. I mean, I worked on like 20-second chunks of a song over a 2-hour period, or over a 3-hour period. That's what practice is. That's what progress is. And the other question that I ask myself is, I don't think the song is perfect. And let's just say my answer to that is, the song is not perfect, but it's the best that I can get it to with my current skill set. Recently, I sat down with my pastor from Olive Church in Florida Road. His name is Pastor Ross, and we were discussing the same thing, and and how it has been affecting me as a person, and how it has actually affected the relationships that I have with people, and how it has affected my outlook on life. And he gave me this task to actually draw up a table, and this table must have 3 columns, and the first column needs to be the ideal man, the second column is the man I see myself as, and then the third column is the steps that I need to take to become the ideal man. And when I sat down and I actually saw what I had written, I was actually in tears, because I had such a poor image of myself, and I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to be like that anymore. I didn't want to have such a poor image of myself. And when I looked at that table, I actually saw that I now had a toolkit in which to help me progress as becoming a better man, a better version of myself, so that I could serve my church better, I could serve the people around me better, I could be a bigger influence to my students and my colleagues, and especially my family as well. And so I know that I will never be the perfect man, but there will always be areas that I'm working on in my life to try and better myself. People from my past always knew that I have a very short temper, and I always used to get involved in fights and a whole lot of altercations and stuff like that. And I'm glad to say that I've left that in my past, and that's like 15 to 20 years behind me. And so in that sense, I have progressed, and I'm now able to just walk away from a situation instead of there always being an altercation or coming to blows and stuff like that. And I want to speak about this one great Greek philosopher. His name was Zeno, and he had a whole lot of dichotomies and paradoxes. And the one that he's most famous for is the Zeno dichotomy paradox. And he speaks about the one day when he was actually leaving home and he was going to the park. And Well, cut a long story short, let's just say he had an hour to get through the park, and if he had to split that up into half, that would be 30 minutes. So if he had to go to the halfway point, that would have been 30 minutes, then would have had 30 minutes left in his journey. But if you had to keep on dividing that 30 minutes into half, that 30 minutes into half, and then 15 minutes into half, and then carry on doing it, you basically, what he was trying to say, that you would have, for you to reach your destination, would be an infinite amount of hours. And so I take that and apply that to the ideal man or the perfect man, is that you never be the ideal man, but you will always be trying to be that. You will always be looking at progress and seeing progress in your life, although you would never be the perfect man. So I encourage each man, or anybody for that matter, who has ever suffered with a low self-esteem or with a bad self-image or lack of confidence, to actually write this table out that I spoke to you about, that my pastor gave to me. And I promise you that if you look at these steps, and if you actually see it on paper, you will actually see how much easier it is to actually change and to do better and to want better for yourself. I mean, I've lost a lot in my life because of the way that I thought, and I lost a lot of drum chairs, a lot of musical opportunities, because I felt that I wasn't good enough, and I felt that there could always be somebody else there that could do better than me. And I lost a lot of friends and a lot of relationships and stuff like that because of that. And I don't want to see anybody else go through that. And I want this to be an eye opener for you, that you, with the help of God in your life and with Him being your grace, you can see that you can make it through it. I just want to say that don't give up. Trust God in everything that you do. And most importantly, you're going to have to want to change. You're going to have to want to see your life go into a different direction. And my prayer for you all is that you do realize that, and that you want more for your life, the way I realized that I wanted more for my life, and that I wanted to be better. And I just hope and pray that this vlog helps you. And let me know down in the comment section if this vlog has helped you, or if you're experiencing anything that I have gone through. And as well as, my YouTube channel, I'm trying to grow it as well. If you could please like and subscribe and share, comment, or even share it with somebody, that would really mean a lot to me. Okay, thank you so much, guys. Cheers.